Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And we have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. So the Razorbacks offense comes on the field first today. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this.
Talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype with a playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Back to pass. It's Green. Lets it go. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Hogs. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. So UCF's offense takes the field. The first chance we've had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Velasquez. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. And they run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
They're going to run it here. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Knights looking to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the back. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Caught near the sticks. It's Glover. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. The Knights starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. Second down after that run on the previous play. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Knights looking to cash in this red zone trip. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
QB decides to keep it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to settle out and bring the pressure.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Nice read here by the Arkansas quarterback to be able to make this throw and pick up a first down for the Hogs. Did a nice job of waiting for his receiver to get open and then put the ball right on the money.
An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40. The Razorbacks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
This is exactly how this offense envisioned this game getting started, is having opportunities to be able to crease this defense and hit big plays. Now let's see what they can do off of it.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Stevens.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line. But it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield, Right now, they are dominating this game.
First down here for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Looks to the left, pass caught.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Receiver makes the catch. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. So Arkansas has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. The Knights pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But there's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
Makes a nice move there. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Anthony. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
6th play of the drive coming up. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Green. Quick completion to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Anthony. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Coming up the first snap in the red zone on this drive. Trying to run it. It's Hill. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And we're able to get him down.
When they get stopped here on second down, it's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. He's moving out of the pocket. Fighting for the end zone. Now the ball comes loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Finds his man. It's Montgomery. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the grab. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Velasquez. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Kirk come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
The Knights trying to cash in here in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Got it. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. To throw, it's Green. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. One more play before they head to the locker room. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. They've got him behind the line. The defense with a sack in the final play of this first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion. Where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. And they get the second half started with their running play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making...
He fires this throw and is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we can see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he pulls in the catch. Great move there. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32. The Razorbacks looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting They spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back. It's Green. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Gain makes it second and medium. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught quickly. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So second down after the incompletion. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They've got him down out near the 40. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And if we can divert your attention to the sky for a second, what an amazing sight that is. You know, few people know the 50-yard line of UCF Stadium lines up with the launch pad at Cape Canaveral about 50 miles away. Just a tremendous view from here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And the tailback's got it again. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long, the importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Knights looking to cash in this red zone trip. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. And the Razorbacks will come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw. It's Green. Makes a quick catch. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. On third down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. He's got some room. Can he get there? Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. The Knights looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game. Up 17 here in the fourth. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they bring the football out to the 25-yard line. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Incompletion makes it second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Looking to pass. It's Green. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's a strong stiff arm. Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Tailback takes the handoff again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They'll run it here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 3rd down after that running play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 4th down, looking to throw for it. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Touchdown. Nice. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Quick throw to his receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Sategna. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Hill.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And that run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And he's got it again. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the 4th quarter to see this guy get the football and just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The Knights hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survival.